Beautiful. Hey guys, how are you? This is Kurt. Welcome to the Mañana morning check-in. And today the venue is a little different. I'm outside and just really enjoying a beautiful day here. I'm up in, I guess you'd call it Lake Matthews. A lot of times I say I'm in Paris when I'm up here. But let me turn that off. There we go. And get back to that screen. So I just wanted to pop in again, like I always do. This is the daily message here, and what a great day. Gosh, it's so peaceful up here. I mean, we've got some traffic that comes around the corner out here on the property, but you know, when I get to come up here and hang out and help a friend and take care of some space and get some space to myself, it really is quite the blessing. I got up today and it was just beautiful. You know, it's just one of those days where you like, what a great day. And I realized that I had forgotten some half and half for the coffee because they do that weird almond milk thing here. And so, you know, let the pups out and then ran down to the store, got myself some half and half and some needs and things like that. And came back up and I'm kind of going through describing this morning to you because it's just one of those calm, peaceful, just everything feels right kind of spaces. So then I jump into my emails and I've got a fair amount of projects and a fair amount of work that I'm looking at today. And I thought I'm going to be away. I'm going to be, you know, have time to myself, no distractions. I can get some work done, be really productive. And so I start jumping right into things. And I noticed I was having a hard time concentrating. I noticed that I was having kind of like brain fade, right? And so it's weird because it's not because I'm angry and it's not because I'm tense and it's not because I'm being distracted. It's I just noticed I was having a hard time getting into that space. And then it occurred to me, you know, what have I been talking to you guys about all this time? What have I been, you know, pick a subject that I've hit multiple times in the last fiscal quarter, and you're going to fall on journaling, right? So talking about journaling and my scripture time and my quiet and things that get me focused, that get my brain right. And I hadn't done that. And it was like, wow, I took myself from one environment to another environment, and that habit failed to transfer from one place to the next, right? And I recognized that, and I said, you know what, got to fix it, okay? But the next thing you know, it's Zoom time. There's meetings. Groundhog had, gosh, what do they call it? You know, it's like a mastermind meeting. Groundhog's a platform that I use online, and they do a meeting every couple of weeks. Can't remember what they call it. It's got a cool name to it. And I left my phone in the house. So anyway, it's like a mastermind that they do. But then Lifter LMS also had their weekly mastermind today. And these are things that I don't want to miss. Here's why. Is there a lot that I can learn? Absolutely, right? Is there stuff that I need to know today? Like, am I the one that's going to have the question for the mastermind where I need to get guidance from an expert on something? And you know, that answer is typically no, right? But how do I pick up and how do I learn the things that I know? How come it is that when a client says to me, "Hey, Kurt, here's one just from yesterday, in fact. You know, hey, Kurt, we're working with another learning provider and their curriculum is for beginners and your curriculum is for, you know, after the beginner, right? So we have someone that's generating onboarding curriculum and your curriculum is going to be used after that." And then their question is kind of like, well, so how does your stuff mesh with their stuff? And, you know, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be another learning company doing the onboarding. I would be doing the onboarding, right? But that decision's already been made. And it's already happened, right? And so in order for me to answer that question and keep productive and moving on my side, you know, immediately I just go, hey, there's a tool for that. Most learning management systems, you know, have what they call user tracks, right? And so as you have new employees, you sign them in as a new employee in that track, and that's going to put them through as a prerequisite the onboarding, and then into my intermediary training, and then into my expert training, right? It's going to stair step people through the process using automation based on their user role. And so there's ways to do that, right? Most learning management systems have lessons, courses, and then memberships, and then tracks, right? And so you can take that track and you can assign it. And then you can assign somebody multiple curriculums that they have to do in order to get through, an entire program, right? Now, did I make that up? No. Did I sign into some mastermind and have to know that on a specific day? No. But I signed into a mastermind where someone else had asked the question, and then I was able to learn and warehouse that information for recall at a later date and have the answer like that makes me seem more knowledgeable, right? More experienced than perhaps I really am. Because what am I doing? I'm regurgitating someone else's experience rather than telling you my own personal experience. It doesn't mean that it's less valuable, but it's the way that I try to keep sharp. I look at almost every day as being a learning opportunity. So speaking of learning opportunities, I gave you guys a challenge in yesterday's message. I posted it up to LinkedIn. I sent it out to the daily email list, and I said, I need feedback from the people that open up these daily emails. I need feedback from people that want to be on the daily emails, right? And what are we going to do? How are we going to keep moving forward? That's kind of my question, right? I said, hey, what do you want training in? What kind of subject matter would hit home for you? What kind of content would just really knock it out of the park for you? And I did get some feedback back. I did. A lot of folks seem to be centered in some type of form, and I say leadership, right? Communication and leadership. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. I'm quoting John Maxwell there, right? Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. How do we gain influence? Well, through action, right? By being the example. But then the other thing is obviously through communication. And so I had begun to think about all of these other resources that I have for you folks. And I was thinking about the challenge connection, and I was thinking about how I use the challenge connection to get people engaged in challenges. And so then here's what came to mind. Why don't we take one of the existing courses in the learning management system, right, that we have already in the Mañana No Mas platform, right? We have the Mañana No Mas Academy. Why don't we take one of those, and I'll pick one that I think matches what people's feedback was, right? So I want to focus on something that's communication and leadership, okay? And I think what I'll do is I'll put out a voucher for people that are already in the mail list. And then I will put another post out like on LinkedIn and things like that, so that people can get into a funnel basically, but they can opt in to join this challenge. And then I'll send an update every day in this daily email and reference the course, the lesson that I'll be giving you guys to participate in, and give you guys experience from a challenge perspective into that type of course. So today, when you guys get the email, and it's going to be a little bit later than usual, right? Because it's already the afternoon here where I'm at. And normally I send these things out in the morning. But today, I'll send out the notification that there's a challenge. Tomorrow will be the reminder that there's a challenge coming. And then Monday will be the first day that we'll do the first lesson or the first activity, the first day of that challenge. Okay. Now I'm going to do you one a little bit better there. I'm also going to add in some gamification to this thing. Okay. And so for people that participate, that join, that, do the tasks or whatever the challenge is for that day, people that do that are going to earn points, and we've got some Mañana No Mas t-shirts that we can give away. We've got access to other courses and lessons that we can give away. We've got, maybe I'll give away like a 30 or 40 minute talk for your company, that we can do virtually through the Zoom interface or something that your corporation uses. But let's take a look at that and see how we move forward. Folks, I hope that you're having a great week. I hope you're going to finish strong. Like I said, I woke up today and it's just beautiful, just a great day, and I'm outside up here. I'll give you guys a little bit of a view, but it's kind of nice, right? Got space, got a couple of pups up here that I'm hanging out with, and just chilling, hanging out. So I hope that you can feel a certain amount of peace or a certain amount of chill where you're at, and we'll just keep moving forward. All right. So look forward to the message that's going to go out in today's email. Share that email with friends, right? This group needs to grow into more of a community. What I'm trying to do through this next effort is trying to grow some interaction with what we're doing with this mail list, right? So it sounds so like, oh, are you on the mail list? You know, are you on the newsletter list? Are you on the, you know, are you on the daily communication brief? You know, but there's got to be a way to make it more fulfilling. There's got to be a way to make it more of a community. I've got the tools. They're in the Mañana Academy, but there needs to be demand. There needs to be community in there using it so that it grows a life of its own. Like I said in yesterday's Mañana morning check-in, this was never built with the intention. Hey, buddy. Hi, check this guy out. Can you see him? Hi, buddy. Hi. Good boy. So all of these tools and all of this communication and these daily emails and all this stuff, while it's great to bring attention to the Mañana brand, it was never meant to be the Kurt show. It wasn't meant to put me in the spotlight or make me a celebrity. That's, you know, the side effect of maybe being noticed as a possible public speaker for a corporate event. That's awesome. That's awesome. But what I really wanted was to grow community, and I wanted to have you folks involved to come and help share in the content. You know, maybe a couple of guest bloggers want to jump in and you know, support some content for a daily email. That'd be great too. All right, folks, say it all the time. I really do. I care. I really care. I love you guys. I pray for you, and I hope that things are going well for you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, and keep an eye out for those emails and